Hello YouTube, this is Chris, Kerbal Space Program. We are going to go in hard mode, which means deadly reentry, life support, and you know, all those great things. And as you can see here, what we're not going to use is MechJab. Even though it's still loaded, I am not going to be using it. I'm just not going to unload it for these videos. I use it all the time otherwise, so it doesn't make sense. Anyway, the other thing we're going to do is if someone dies, they die. We're not going to do a revert or anything like that. So, I mean, the mods that I have are, we'll use the Kerbal Alarm Clock, Kerbal Engineer Redux, B9 Aerospace, Interstellar mod, as well as KW Rocketry, the TAC life support, and I think that's it. There might be another one mixed in there somewhere. Oh, Kerbal Attachment System, but that doesn't seem to be working in career mode, so I'm not even considering it. Or the capsule works, so I don't have a problem doing this. And we need to EVA, do an EVA report, and let go. Oops. EVA. Let go. Let go. Okay. And we're going to take a surface sample. Get back in that. No damage. What does that mean? That's weird. Okay. And we're going to claim that scientific reward. And we'll see what we can do. We got 16 points. We don't need that showing up. So let's go here and we will unlock. Let's see, we got some decouplers from KW Rocketry. There's also, I'm not sure what this mod is. That might be part of the deadly reentry. But also some tanks, the decouplers, the science goo. There's some solid rocket boosters there as well. So we're going to go ahead and unlock that. And we don't have enough points to unlock anything else. So let's go and build our first rocket. And what do we got? We're going to do this, and let's see if I can put a goo container on here, or two. I'll just do two for symmetry. We also want this, and we're not going to get into space on this launch, only because I just don't like these parts to get into space and then to get back down. I've never used deadly reentry before, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. We also want to take out him, and we'll throw him up there. And I bet you it's going to reset after I add a part, which is annoying, but hey, whatever. Let's see, decoupler 1.25. Yeah, I don't know what these are. I've never seen them before. That's the heat shield. This already comes with a heat shield, I believe, though. This capsule, from what I read, equipped with altitude, yeah, I think this has a heat shield already. Since it's deadly reentry, I guess we probably shouldn't assume. I don't know if there's a front and back to this. I guess there isn't. I guess there is, actually. Alright. So, put this back there. Well, you know, that's actually in the wrong place anyway. Because, I don't know if this engine's going to work if I put that there. Well, I guess I'll have to modify this a little bit. Put the goo containers on here. And then do that. And then between that and that, we'll do a stack decoupler. Alright. Bring that up a little bit. Stack decoupler here. throw a couple of these bad boys on there, and we can launch. Now, yeah, I mean, this actually will, let's see, that, it might not get into space. It might be close if I put one more here. It'll be close. I'm not really worried about going into space. I want this to come back down anyway. What do we have here? Anything else? Now, this antenna snaps under high dynamic pressure. So going into space, we cannot spam. Let's just put one on here anyway. I don't think there's enough battery power to actually make this thing usable right now anyway. But it's there if we need it. And we don't need it. I don't care about that stuff. That's my phone. What else we got going on? Alright, so I guess that's pretty much what we're left with. There's not many parts available right now. So let's just call this Alpha MK1. So this will be, let me just make sure that, see that reset. Let's get someone who's stupid. Save the other guys for the labs. Alright. I guess we can do, that's fine there. I'm not worried about that. And then, where's this one going? Oh. The heat shield has its own, oh, the heat shield drops off too. Interesting. Alright. Don't need that, Okay, let's see, we'll launch. Alright, so let us launch this. And it's not the most speedy of craft. However, it is workable. Yes, so I cannot send data because the antenna will break. Alright, so look over here now. Okay, so we got food, water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, waste, and wastewater. Also electricity, which is ticking away. We need to keep an eye on those things as they will kill your Kerbals. So if they're out of food, I think they get 30 days. If they're out of water, they get 3 days. If they're out of oxygen, they get like 5 minutes. And then I would assume that, you know, carbon dioxide, waste, and all that stuff will add up. But you'd probably die from not having the correct things. Actually, we can start turning over here. And I'm actually turning to the north, which is not the way I wanted to go. But that's okay. It's really not going to make too much of a difference right now. So now we're moving to a polar orbit, but well, somewhat polar orbit. I'm not really worried about it because I don't think we're going to get into orbit anyway. Alright, so next stage. And this is just a little stage anyway. I'm not sure if we're even gonna, well, we're still in the atmosphere. I'm not sure how much damage this is gonna do. So I guess we could, we're gonna be falling eventually anyway. Yeah, we're gonna hit atmosphere. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna hit our apoapsis here. Actually gonna come in pretty steep, which I didn't want to do. Let's see if I can maybe extend this a little bit. Oh, not really. Well, since I'm out here, and I should be in vacuum, let's do a EVA report. And we'll board back up. And I don't think these things are going to survive. And I don't think I have enough power to transmit. So we're going to do some trial by error kind of stuff here. And we're entering pretty steep, which is not what I wanted to do. We might not even be able to survive this. But we'll see what happens. So, Malblurus? Kerman? You're so screwed right now, buddy. We are soon to hit the atmosphere. Alright, let's see if we can... Ooh, actually, I think we slowed down enough. Shock heating. Oh, we might have actually just dodged a bullet on this one. We are going faster than the speed of sound. As you can see, the shock waves here coming off the capsule. So slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. And I guess we could ditch that and send out the parachute. And we might just make a nice cozy grass landing. That thing's going 150, 190, 200, 250, 400. So yeah, alright, that's great. And what are we doing for, oh, we got plenty of food, water, you know, we could hang out here on this planet and just chill for a day. What a good first launch. Suborbital trajectories. You can see the moon there. We'll be going there soon. Very soon. Alright. So we can do a EVA. And I'll do an EVA report. And we will do a take surface sample. Get in there, and we can recover the vessel. Let's see what we pull in for science. Science! So 49, actually 38.6 on this mission. We got science for flying over Kerbal shores, EVA in upper atmosphere, surface sample from Kerbal Highlands, EVA report Kerbal Highlands, mystery goo observation at Kerbal for 2, and then recover a vessel after suborbital flight. We got a little bonus for that. Excellent. So now we can go here, and we can do a little bit more. What do you got here? Hexacans, those are resources. Okay, so life support, this survivability actually works out well. Not only do we have parachutes and orbital engines, we also have life support. So we will go ahead and do that. Radial decoupling, we should do that, and we do not have enough for more general rocketry, more engines, more fuel, more ambitious ideas. We don't have the availability to get that. However, on the next mission, we probably can. Alright, so now that we know how that works, we're going to go ahead and, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not. However, we're going to try it out. Actually, I don't think this is going to accelerate them that fast. But what we can do is we can stage these differently. So we need to get this going at the same time. Then we'll do this, get these here, do this, so this one here. Alright, this, that's fine. When this drops, when these drop, this starts. This starts there. Yeah, okay. Let's try this out. Okay, 2. We will get a non-valuable Kerbal to do this mission. Nelming, you are my man. My Kerbal, I should say. Right. Okay, let's see what this does. Now, I do have this liquid engine on the same stage as the 2 boosters. However, once I get moving, I'm okay to stop this engine because it takes a while for the boosters to spin up. So, all right, not the fastest thing, so I definitely do need to use my rocket motor. I was afraid that I was going to shoot this thing up too fast. That, however, is not the case. Let's get some speed here. And then we'll slow it down a little bit. Just want to maintain a gaining speed here. And as I go up, it'll get a little bit easier as the force of gravity is lessened and the wind resistance or air resistance gets, the atmosphere gets thinner, so it makes it, whoa, I staged that wrong. Wild weasel, wild weasel, holy cow. Those are very, very nice curly cues. They're in the almost exact same pattern. That symmetry really does matter on rockets, I guess. Well, alright, so there's no need to void the mission. It is still a go. Alright. And why am I... Just seems my nav ball is set up differently. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I want to go to the east, not the north. So that would be... that north... I guess that would be that way. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking. It's a dangerous thing, I know. Let's round out this orbit a little bit. Getting ready to drop that stage. Alright, little rocket stage here. Propelling it. Oh, you know, I could have changed that, but that's okay. Where are we going with this? 90. I guess I could go completely sideways here. And I do not need this anymore. So we can decouple here. Also, we'll do an EVA. EVA report, another one. Load up, get in, store experiment. Oops. I want to get there. Do you observe goo? Gonna observe goo. Do a crew report. And again, I do not have enough power to transmit, so it's not even worth it, really. However, we're gonna take a ride. Speed this up a little bit. Okay. So now that we are back in the atmosphere, we're gonna hit the atmosphere and gonna lose some heat. Not much though, I don't think it'll be too bad. Temperature, yeah, so that got pretty hot, but that's okay. Now it's cooling down, that's fine. And it's going to be a nice water landing. At about 200 meters per second, I will ditch this. I could have ditched it earlier, I guess. And we can go ahead and land. or a controlled crash, if you will, because we are getting into the water. I'm going to speed this up a bit. Hopefully the chute doesn't cut. And we got a deployment, good deploy, and we'll coast on down. Some weird screen action going on there. There's a line across my screen. Must be the end of the ocean. Alright, so, well, I guess I shouldn't count my chickens before they're hatched, but a rather successful mission, suborbital, of course. Taking baby steps, or baby Kerbal steps, I should say. Alright, touchdown. Ooh, nice soft landing. We will. EVA. Get some free points here. And do a sample. Alright, and I rolled the craft the wrong way, so I will not be able to get back into it. However, we'll go to the Space Center and go out to the tracking station, and we'll claim these points. 16 points there, and another 15 there. So good. That's a good start to our science program. Space program using science. And let's see what we can open up. All right, so we got a bunch more Kerbal knots, as I like to call them. We got motors there. Let's get some science going. So yeah, the goo container, this comms antenna, and batteries. Batteries are always good, but oh, we can't do that yet. We need more missions. So let's design or redesign our rocket. Now this was a fail, unfortunately. Not a very good job done by me. What we can do, however, is add this there. Let me take this off. And let's go here, stack the coupler, like that. We can, let's see, 123, was that 330? 230. What's these? 200, 215. Okay. Go here. Actually, we could probably get away with that one. And maybe not. Let's just go with the way I had it. Also, just do one more, and we'll get this, this, 230. We'll do that. Now what we can do is put on Kerbal Engineering, and I don't need it to do anything other than kind of tell me what my delta V is. So let's go atmospheric stats. That's all I really care about at the moment. Yeah. So stage 6 is this one. It only has about 967. So let's do this. And I'm going to reset that in a second, but get here, and we want to do, let's do the smaller one. I want to burn this out before the other two, and do that there. And let's do a reset. Okay. Pardon me while I reposition myself for space. Throw some aerodynamics on these bad boys too while we're at it. Alright. We don't have the fuel lines yet, so these things will have to be independent of the center line tanks. I'm thinking about this. Alright, so this. Those all start at the same time. Yeah, we can ditch those at the same time. This probably needs to be down here. Put this down here. And, okay. Let's try this out. Neil Meg, you did so well on the last one. We're going to go ahead and give you the nod for the next one. Go ahead and launch. Right, so here we are. Let's get us spacebound. It's kind of a little wobbly, but that's okay. Alright, so not much to do here, just a little bit more speed. Hopefully we'll probably get into an orbit. Not really sure. I'm really not, trying to hit a home run on the first few entries here into my space program. Just want to, oh, yes, okay, good. I just want to just get the program going safely and efficiently. Maybe not so much efficiently, but definitely safely. Let's start my gravity turn a little bit here. That kind of drained at the weird interval. Not quite what I wanted, but that's okay. Alright. We are making way for orbit. I don't think... I guess it's possible, but I don't think this is going to happen. We can go ahead. We'll just get a low orbit here. What do we got? 93, 94, 95? Okay. Alright, let's just ride this out a little bit. I'm actually kind of going a little bit, definitely out of circular orbit, so let's see what we can do here. I don't want it to go too big. 98, 103, 128. I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and we'll set the Kerbal alarm to my next maneuver node. Oops, a little bit too far there. Okay. Stop that. And we are at the node. Go ahead and make this burn. As you can see, we are out of fuel, but we have that little engine that could, so we are doing well. For only the early part of this space program, we are right where we need to be as far as being able to provide a good space program for those Kerbals down on the planet. Alright, so we are right where we need to be in orbit. As you can see, we are in a pretty close to circular orbit. It is a little bit off, but not much. It's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and do our science. Yes. And science. Yes. Now a space near Kerbin. Let's do a crew report. Yes. And we're going to do an EVA. Do an EVA report. Yes. There's no samples to be gathered. Let's do a full orbit. I hope I have enough. it should only take a couple hours to do the orbit. Oh, electricity is running out. That will not be good, so we can go ahead and... Is that my... Yes, that is my... That is my retro vector. And we have made a... We are coming in for a hot one. Alright, great. We are out of power. This is not good. Not good at all. This is going to cause a problem on re-entry. I did not pay attention to that. This could be a failed... maybe the pod will... Maybe the capsule will reset itself once it starts entering the atmosphere. Although, I could... stop myself. I think. No, it's not enough. Well, we'll see what happens. I am tumbling in from space. That is not a good sign. I have no power in my capsule, so I cannot control how it's going. Where is this going to take me? It's going to take me into the water, which is cool. I'm just trying to... Oh, there it is. Hopefully I rearranged or reoriented myself enough to make this work. Let's go ahead and speed it up here. It's kind of starting to tumble back. It's not good. Hopefully the wind doesn't, or the atmosphere doesn't whip me around the other way. That would be tragic. We'll just, the only thing we can do right now is just wait to see what happens. Alright, so I'm starting to hit my atmosphere and my pod's starting to go, my capsule's starting to act a little strange. This might be, it might not be so bad. Oh, that's getting hot. Alright, it's cooling off. It's cooling off. Good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Excellent. Whew. That was a close one. Nelmig. Let's ride it right down. Slow down, slow down. That was close. That was real close. To be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to make it. Never bet against green. Shooters deployed. We are coming in for a wet landing. Alright. Hey, you can't complain about that. Survive. Oh, and you survived. And I can't roll this thing, unfortunately, because I want to EVA again. Oops. Oh. uh, and once again, we will be going to the Space Center. Excuse me. Let us see what we can garner for science points here. Let's claim that pod. Capsule, if you will. Oh, 37. Nice. And we'll get him and another 3.6. Great. That is a successful mission, even though the beginning wasn't so good, and the middle wasn't so good, and the near end wasn't so good. We still made it. And we still have a Kerbal. Yep, we have not lost a Kerbal yet. It's very early in the mission of the space program, but, you know, you never know. Alright, strut connectors. Yeah, those are good to have, but what else can I get? Ooh, fairings. Yeah, those are nice with the Steputnik. We got some more communication devices. Let's do this. Oops, there we go. Now we have batteries in this mystery science goo container thing here. Let us go back to the rocket design. Alright. I want that to also fall. And I want this to happen this way. Give me one more of those. Alright. And some of these. And where's that goo thing here? Oh, here we go. Nope. Nope. There we go. All right. Okay. That seems to be okay. That works. And this, does this contact? Yeah, that'll reach. Megameters. Yeah, that'll reach. I'm good with that. Now I do want to add 2 parachutes to this. And that'll stage there. So when I separate that, these things will all be together. Okay. Alright. Let's do MK3. Save, and we're going to go for launch. Ready for launch. You are cleared to take off. Oh, this is Jebediah. Well, if he dies, I think he eventually respawns. I'm not sure, but hey, if he dies, he dies. I mean, we're not gonna change things just because Jebediah is flying this spacecraft. So I added an extra tank here, so these will probably empty out way before this. It was pretty close. It was actually almost, this center tank ran out before these 4, so a little bit of dead weight, a little bit of inefficiency, but I mean, we're only talking seconds, so it's really not that big of a deal. And we're going to do some orbital work up there. So we're going to put these life support systems to the test. And we are ready to start the staging. Oh, not too much. I could have probably gone a little bit more vertical, but that's okay. I'm not sure what that is over there, that little spot where my mouse pointer is. I'm thinking it's a glitch, but I don't think it's I don't know if it's a star. I don't think it's a star or anything. Or could be anything. Who knows? But I've seen it before, but I've never really found out what it was. Jebediah's having a good old time down here, smiling away, laughing hysterically. Where is my apoapsis? 70, yeah. Go a little bit more. We'll go here, make a maneuver, and 154, 97, 140, 96. That's fine. That will work. Kerbal alarm clock, go. And we are go for orbital insertion burn into a parking orbit. Could have started this a little bit earlier, but that's okay. I probably should have done my ascent a little bit differently, because there's a lot of delta V at the end here. It's okay. It's not a big deal. And now we're going to start ticking away on our electricity, so... Alright, we are in orbit. Let us do some of this. And actually we can put this on. We can transmit for now. We'll see how much power that uses up. 25 megabits. We'll keep that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We can transmit that. Save that. EVA. Do an EVA report. Board. Crew report. We can transmit that as well. And we will go ahead and orbit the planet a bit. And we can turn this back off. Oops, wrong thing here. Don't want to lose this during re-entry. Not that it really matters, but... Alright, so watching my electrical power here tick away. I would like to make a full orbit and maybe try to land back at the Space Center. Try that. It's going to be a little bit of a guesswork here. We're actually just going to get this down to 20. Okay. We're not going to try landing there. We're just going to go for a low Kerbal deorbit burn. Actually, that was the deorbit burn. We're just going to go ahead and see what we got. We can turn this back up. Alright, let's see here. We are going to be entering the atmosphere soon. We can ditch that. And again, I probably should have left some batteries up here, because now the command pod has no power, and I have no engine to fix that. Once I re-enter, I will ditch this and set out the parachutes. And I think I'm tumbling again. If I have to sacrifice the science container, I will. Oh, of course, now I stop tumbling. This is going to be an interesting one, and it's probably going to be Jebediah's final flight. Unfortunately, it happened in the nighttime here. Ooh, yeah, it's not good. I don't know what the temperature threshold is on those parachutes, but this is not good at all. Not good at all. I'm hoping that we drop out of this. Yes. Well, the capsule itself is not doing too bad. I'm not sure when this is all just going to pop. Ooh. Wow. Wow. If the parachute works after that, in real life it definitely would not work. But, okay. Survives. That's a good sign. And we'll just work our way down to the surface here. And it's going to be another wet landing. I want to let's deploy this chute here. And hopefully it twists me around. And we want to get that and that. Oops. I'm going to get that one too. Only because I'm going to separate this eventually. I don't know what yellow means. I don't know if that's good or bad. Alright, so good. We got a deployment. And I am going to ride this down pretty close. And we're going to separate close to the water. Say about 50 meters should be good. Not quite what I thought. We're going slow enough that it's really not going to matter. Good. We are down and we have survived. Again, we'll do an EVA report, take surface sample. Once again, we will go to the Space Center, I think. Alright. Right, recovery, yes. 34 science points on that mission. Again, that was a pretty good mission, even though it turned almost into a catastrophe. Jebediah is still alive and well. Let's see what we can open up here. We can do fairings. We can do more powerful. Let's do. Ooh, what do we want to do here? Launch clamps. I really don't care about that. Power. That's 90 science. I won't get there for another bit. I probably should just equal out the tier here. Let me go with more powerful stuff, and then we'll just open up tiers, I guess, and see what we got. All right. So successful missions, getting some science. Yeah, the batteries might want to put some up on the capsule itself because that was almost a tragedy again. What else do we want to do? I think that's good. I mean, other than that, other than running out of power because I decoupled, I don't think we're doing too bad. Now I can change this motor over for this one. We can actually, if we ditch this, we could put in. It's funny that they don't give you the longer one. Put in this, and then this, and for here we can do this, and I think that's okay. Everything else is good. So this would be MK4. What other design flaws did we have with that? We did not separate this, which actually it didn't matter in that instance, but it is a good idea. Since with these two drag chutes here, or drogue chutes, it actually slowed down the capsule enough. Otherwise, I thought it would be too heavy. All right, goo containers. Yeah, okay. I think we're ready for the next mission, and I will pick that up shortly. Thank you.